Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a Friday night round. I've got Demolition Hound in the Jacobius Node Gelgug cannon on my team. The other team has Nurse Gundam, Nexo Hunter, and Always Sonic. I'm in the Gaplant just because I felt like it, and Gaplant is good. Also, I'm just running this primarily because I did fairly well, and it's been forever since military port came up in rotation, so why not? Military port is, it's not, it is a very love it or hate it kind of map. I like it. There's a lot of wide open space to maneuver in. It's underwater, so your aquatic mobile suits actually get a chance to do their thing. And yeah, I don't like a steady diet of it, but it's nice. It's nice to actually play it every once in a while. And like I said, it has to be like 6 months since I played on this. Feels like it anyway. Might have been a few Fridays ago, but yeah, it doesn't come up very often. It only came up this time, I think, because I actually opened a custom room. I don't imagine I'll be doing that every week, but just keep an eye out for one of my usernames on Friday nights. I might be there, I might not, but it was good to see this again. And yeah, between that and Jungle and the Gym Ground round, I just did a voiceover for just a bunch of things that haven't been seen in a while, and that's nice. I still want more maps added to the game. There's always going to be something else that could be added. There's still a ton of GBO1 maps that could get added in. The canyon and the mines. The mines was torture in GBO1 because mobility was not as developed as it is in GBO2. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I really like the idea of the mines now that we have flyers, now that we have jumping skills, now that we have all those things. It could be just the exact same map could be an entirely different experience, and I really want to see what that's like. But has not shown back up yet. Hope it does. But okay, so that is of course a Zeku 1 Type 1, which has a really nasty heavy attack. It was going after demo, and I decided it was best if I stayed around and played guard. At the end, it was surrounded by basically everyone and did not stand much of a chance. So, but yeah, I'm mostly, I set out on my own sometimes here, but most of this round I spend trying to guard demo because it's, how do I put it? I believe that's Nexo and the Ashimar, but who just punched my feet and killed me. But okay. But yeah, water, of course, if you're not an aquatic mobile suit, which the Gelgug cannon is not, it slows you down. And, or is it the Vertex he's using? Either way, neither one is aquatic. And so slows you down, and supports can be slow enough as it is. So things with more maneuverability can be a real danger. So I thought it was best if I just stick around and do my best to protect him. That is, I believe, the Sescudo, which I have a type advantage against, as you can see from my beams, pretty well smashing it. It didn't have a die field generator active, thankfully, which helped. But see, that is a Kapool. I managed to tag it and tagged it again, but it does have maneuver armor. So, and my downswing did not have enough forward momentum to, carry me forward and get it after it backed off. After we both backed off from each other. But right now, it is kind of a little bit one-sided, 9118 to 5280. And, yep, sometimes the rapid-fire beams are just the way to go. But yeah, Gaplant is still really good. It is a huge target, but it does pretty well for itself despite. Partly, I think that's just because it is big, and because it's relatively fast, and it has, a fair number of stuns. Yeah, if you can see that glow on the underside of its gun, that is the eye field generator. So since Gaplant is all beams, I'm not going to have too much luck against it right now. So I will just back off. Okay, that's Nurse Gundam in the Kapool. Cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure what Sonic is in, but I know he's here. Because I started I started the round. I could not remember who all was there Friday night, and I decided I'd stop and like actually look, so I could not sit here dithering about it like a fool for like a minute and a half. So sometimes I think ahead. I doubt I'll make a habit of it. Let's see. I see a Sescudo which just grazed the top of my head. I kind of fell off, slid down the cliff a little bit, and of course got staggered by the beam. So that's kind of the problem with some of those sustained damage Garobi beams. And yeah, somebody asked what Garobi means specifically. It basically is Japanese for beam vomit. It's one of those beams that does sustained piercing damage and hits, everything in straight line for like a certain amount of time. And the problem with those very frequently is that the act of hitting someone, unless they are just lined up perfectly, will actually knock them out of the beam. So that's, the ideal use case for those is very difficult to come by for me at least. So, especially on an uneven large map with a lot of moving around like this one, that's a tough one. But let's see, we have very close scores. If I was about to say it all comes down to where the 7 is on each person's score, or each team's score. But even if we bumped our 7 over to the 10 slot, we'd still have been like 4 points behind. So yeah, but we managed to get a slight lead here in the last few seconds. I hit a bunch of like scenery to no effect. I do that a lot. Again, when visibility is difficult, you sometimes end up taking shots at, dumb wrong things, or at least I do. And see, pulling back a little bit, and that's probably Nurse Gundam once again. Yeah, I'm not going to leave the Kapools to clash alone, but our Despada and our I'm not sure what the other one is. Our Kapool, yeah. We're both kind of cornering her, so there wasn't a lot of chance to do anything there. But yeah, we are pulled away a little tiny bit at the last second, just trying to get some last second damage in, and we got it. And I think, yeah, fairly good close round. And okay, yeah, that is the Gelga Cannon, I believe. Yeah, not the Vertex. I came in top score, 37-24, also top diversions, because, again, large, easy to see. Apparently number 4 dropped out at some point. I missed that, but okay, Sonic was in the Barzam Custom. Yeah, 6-3, not bad, so that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I'm still working on the Gaplant TR5 kit. I haven't gotten back to it yet, but I did get the model kit, the model glue I need to keep those fins on its back at least. I'm just going to have to get to the point where I'm not staying up, idiotically late playing Tears of the Kingdom, I think. That'll take a bit yet.